Hey, I'm back. It's been a while. Over the course of my unfortunate school-induced hiatus, I reached a point of break in the flow of new games to enjoy. While just starting Minecraft Story Mode, I was saving it for streams. So I wondered, what to play?
Hey, False Team's L. Also, this Valgate just hit its 20-year anniversary. It's free for a limited time.
Free game? Sweet! So yeah, Valve's game from 2004, Half-Life 2, went free. And I wasn't going to turn down a free game. Oh no! Valve already had a record of making the most fire games with the Portal franchise, which you already know I adore. So Half-Life? Yeah, I heard it was good. So it had to be at least someone good to try. So yeah, I played Half-Life 2 and its free DLC episodes, and I'll be sharing about it. Now, even though I did play Half-Life 2 first because haha free funny game, I am or will be playing the first game in the franchise, Half-Life 1, which you'll see later in the video if I decide to go ahead and include it too. If not, it'll be another video on the channel coming out inevitably. I know, I'm lazy. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into it. First and foremost, for a 2004 game, the graphics are way beyond the standard of some games I even play today, which doesn't tell a lot. But anyways, it ran pretty smoothly too, with little to no lag spikes, except for the 10 million loading zones buffers on the Water Hazard and Highway 17 chapters. But yeah, the pacing of the game was good, and it was about 6 to 10 hours for the main game and 2 to 4 hours for both DLCs. To add in some context, in the game, you play as Gordon Freeman, a scientist who, just like Shell, is capable of beyond human abilities, like walking off a whole round of bullets to the head like it's a Saturday. Getting into the plot, 20 years after the first Half-Life, where aliens invade Earth in a research facility known as Black Mesa, another alien empire known as the Combine take advantage of the chaos and take over Earth themselves, with the former head at Black Mesa, Dr. Wallace Breen, as their human representative in this giant tower known as the Citadel, right smack in the middle of City 17, where most of the game takes place. The goal of the game is to sort of lead a resistance, with some characters that totally didn't have clones in the first game returning to help you. One main character is Alex, the daughter of Dr. Eli Vance, who worked at Black Mesa, who accompanies you and stuff. Yeah, I don't know why she's actually there besides being a free supply of bullets saved by G-Man, but yeah. Get used to her, because she's kinda all over the rest of the series. The mechanics of the game revolve around the different weapons you can choose from against both the Combine and Zen aliens. First, you got the infamous crowbar, which is just an S tier rank for just being the crowbar. Then you got the basic pistol, which is fine against civil protection, but then basically becomes useless to how weak it is. There's an SMG, which besides having the ability to shoot out some extra grenades, it's very useless since it's terrible at a range. There's the crossbow and flintlock, which can one-shot multiple enemies. There's a better SMG, a rocket launcher for some boss fights, a shotgun, which is my personal favorite for heavy damage, and pretty quick firing capabilities, and lastly the gravity gun. Now the gravity gun helps with the game's main selling points, being physics. It's fun with all the little or big things you can pick up that we really take for granted today, but it was a huge thing of the time. Really good selection of weapon choice anyway. With the enemies, honestly I was kind of disappointed due to the lack of variety. There's basically 3 kinds of Combine civil protection soldiers, along with the old alien enemies that come from the first game, and then besides that, it's Striders, Antlions, Manhacks, the same shooting airships, and these new enemies in episode 2 called Hunters. But hey, Vortigaunts are friends in this game.
The Freeman will accept this weapon, or suffer greatly on the road ahead.
That's pretty much every detail about the game without getting into heavy spoilers. While the deal to get the game free is over, Half-Life 2 is only $2 when Steam goes on sale, which happens multiple times per year. For a large game, which is even longer than Portal 2 by a considerable amount, it's worth it. Moving on to the original Half-Life, not Black Mesa and not the expansion games either, which I played after Half-Life 2. Now, Before I get into anything, I'll say that the limitations of the time period this game was released in does not affect the quality of the game. The graphics are still bearable, and it's really about the friends we made, the gameplay, that decided the fun. Like discussed earlier, this is the game where the Black Mesa incident, or the Residence Cascade as they call it, occurs, where aliens come from the border world, Zen, to Earth, using cross-dimensional teleportation in a failed experiment. Within the story, as Gordon Freeman 20 years before Half-Life 2, you at first try to escape Black Mesa.
Hey Gordon, let's run like hell. Run like hell.
But your objective alters as friends become foes and some other crazy lore happens. Late into the game, you travel to Zen to destroy the source commander of the alien attack to save the world. As the game goes on, you catch glimpses of this mysterious figure that looks like a normal guy, but doesn't act like it. At the end of the game, he reveals himself to be the G-Man, an agent of a higher force with you as his task completer. It ends as he puts you, Gordon, into stasis to await your next job, which comes in Half-Life 2. A commonly agreed statement between those who played both Half-Life games is that Half-Life 1's selection of weapons is miles above Half-Life 2. This is true. While the crowbar, pistol, revolver, grenades, and crossbow are about the same, and the shotgun is on the worst side in this game, there are many more options. First and foremost, unlike Half-Life 2, where the SMG and other automatics were weak and poorly ranged, the submachine gun is a good weapon that can be actually used throughout the entire game, instead of just the beginning. None of that includes the exclusive weapons in Half-Life 1, like the glue-on gun, that obliterates anything basically instantly. There's also the Tau Cannon, which is just a weaker glue-on gun, grenade alternatives, and even Zen-like weapons. Enemy variety is much larger too. But hey, at least there's the friendly Gorgoths. Wait, what? And that's pretty much Half-Life. The largest debate among people is which of the two games, excluding Half-Life Alyx, is better. There are good arguments for both sides, but I'm going to have to say Half-Life 2 gets the very slight edge. It's very, very close though. The series is on par with Portal, but the two have completely different playstyles. But honestly, just play both. It's worth it. At least the Earth isn't experiencing a resonance cascade in real life. That'd be something. Wait, is that a crab in my room?